Emily Carter was driving alone on the Stanford Highway at 2 a.m. The winter fog was so thick that even her headlights struggled to cut through it. She was heading from New York to Boston, exhausted but determined to reach before morning. Suddenly, her GPS glitched. The screen flickered. Then a strange new route appeared. Exit 19, Whispering Road. Emily frowned. She had driven this highway many times, but she had never seen Exit 19. Then the GPS spoke, but the voice wasn't robotic. It whispered, "Take the exit. Take the exit." Emily's heart froze. That isn't the GPS voice. Her hands shook, but the car's steering wheel turned on its own, guiding her toward Exit 19. As she entered the exit, the world changed. The fog thickened. The air grew colder. The forest around her looked dead, branches twisted like bones. Then her headlights caught something. A woman standing in the middle of the road, old, pale, white dress torn, hair wild, face sagged like melted wax. The woman whispered, "You came back, Emily." Emily's breath stopped. I don't know you." The woman smiled in a way that didn't feel human. "Oh, you know me. You just forgot." Suddenly, screams echoed through the woods, dozens of them. The car windows rolled up and down by themselves. The radio blasted static, and the GPS screen lit up with a picture. Emily as a child, standing beside the same old woman. Memories hit her. Years ago, when Emily was 8, her family had a car accident on this very road. Emily survived, but the woman's daughter died. The woman's spirit had been waiting for years, waiting for Emily to return. Emily tried starting the car. Nothing. The engine wouldn't even click. Fog swirled around her door, ice forming on the glass from the outside. The woman's voice filled the car. One life was taken. Now one must be given. Emily jumped out and ran into the woods, but the trees shifted around her, blocking every path. The whispers grew louder. "You came back. You came back." The woman appeared in front of her, eyes glowing white, skin cracking like dry earth. Far in the distance, Emily saw flashing lights, police patrol cars approaching the exit. She screamed for help, running toward them. But when the police arrived, they found Emily's car, engine off, door open. But Emily was gone. The only thing left was the GPS screen on her dashboard, glowing with a single message: Exit 19 reopened. Since that night, every driver who passes by that stretch of highway reports hearing a whisper, "Take the exit." And sometimes they see a girl standing in the fog, Emily, still trying to escape. Willow Creek was a quiet little town in the United States, but every night people whispered about the same thing: a shadow in the forest that watches you, but is never fully seen. Two college friends, Lisa and Mark, decided to prove the local legend wrong. Everyone said the forest was normal in the daytime, but at night, no one ever returned. Lisa turned on her phone flashlight. Mark joked, "If the watcher shows up, I'm taking a selfie." But as soon as they stepped deeper into the woods, the wind changed, cold, unnatural, swirling around them like something invisible was moving. Then Mark stopped. "Did you see that?" Lisa shook her head. "There's nothing." But behind them, leaves crunched, slow, heavy footsteps. Lisa turned. Nothing. Then they heard it from above. Something was standing on a tree branch. They looked up and froze. Two long white eyes stared down at them. No face, no body, only eyes, impossibly bright in the darkness. Lisa whispered, "That's not human." They ran, but the forest changed around them. The path twisted and closed. Trees shifted like living creatures blocking the exit. Suddenly, crack! A huge branch fell behind them, and through the dust, those same white eyes appeared again. Lisa grabbed Mark's hand and pulled him, but he suddenly stopped moving. His voice shook. "Lisa, it's right behind me, isn't it?" Lisa turned slowly. The Watcher stood inches behind Mark, a tall, shapeless figure of darkness. No skin, no mouth, only eyes. Long, flat, glowing like windows in an abandoned building. It leaned toward Mark's ear and whispered, "Someone must stay. Someone must replace me." The ground beneath Mark's feet softened into mud. His legs sank down as if the forest was swallowing him. Lisa screamed, pulling him, but within seconds, Mark disappeared beneath the earth. The Watcher stepped toward Lisa, tilted its head, and whispered, "Tonight, not your turn." Lisa fainted. At sunrise, forest rangers found her unconscious near the edge of the woods, but Mark was never found. The area is still closed today, and anyone who walks by at night says they see two long white eyes deep in the trees, waiting for the next place. In Denver, Colorado, there was an old hotel with a room everyone feared, Room 217. People said the door of this room never stayed closed. No matter how hard you locked it, no matter how many chains you used, the door always opened by itself. One night, a young woman named Sarah Dalton decided to stay in Room 217. She loved adventure and didn't believe in ghost stories. At 11 p.m., she entered the room. Everything looked normal, except the door was slightly open, like someone had just left. Sarah shut the door firmly, locked it, put the chain on. She sat on the bed when suddenly, click, creak, the door began to open slowly, with the lock on, with the chain attached. Sarah froze. How is this even possible? She closed it again, this time harder. But within seconds, creak, it opened again. This time, the door opened wide, revealing the empty hallway. No one was there, only darkness and shifting shadows. Then Sarah noticed something carved above the door, written with deep claw marks, "Don't sleep here." Her breath stopped. A faint scratching sound came from the wall, like something crawling inside it. Cold air blew from under the bed. She slowly bent down to check and saw a face staring back at her. Red glowing eyes, cracked skin, a mouth stretched unnaturally wide. The creature whispered, "You closed the door. Now you must open it." Two pale hands reached out from under the bed, pointing toward the door. The door slammed shut violently. Thud. The lights flickered. The room went completely dark. Only the creature's glowing red eyes moved closer, slowly crawling out. Sarah screamed and ran to the door. She pulled the handle, but it wouldn't budge. The lock had sealed itself. The creature stood behind her now. Sarah turned. Its mouth opened wider, wider, as if it could swallow the entire room. The next morning, hotel staff up. It was empty, but fresh scratch marks covered the floor beneath the bed. And carved inside the door, in the same clawed writing, were the words, "One more taken." Room 217 remains closed today, but guests say that every night, around midnight, the door opens by itself, waiting for someone new.